Hello from wherever you are. Today is the 14th day in December, the year of our Lord 2025. And I would like to share with you something that the good Lord has inspired me to share with you today. And that comes directly from this book, which I have talked about in the past, that you can change the world. And as we say, this book was published in 1948 by an author called James Keller. And I would like to take you directly to page 45. And that is why we are going to extract our gem of wisdom today, our insight today, so that it can inspire us as individuals, as parents, as educators, as people in authority, as people who are looked upon by the society to provide some form or some kind of direction. Welcome on board, and as we say in our prayer team, here I am, Lord, I come to do your will. This is my prayer, this is your prayer, this is our united prayer. Now, read this one, and before we even read this, I have drawn a circle here which is going to take us to the quote or the catchy phrase that I want us to discuss from this book. You can see this is a circle, and as we said in some 2 or 3 previous videos, is that moving forward, our life shall be relying on circles, and for better understanding, for better explanations. So I have drawn a circle here, and this circle I have divided it into 2. For those people who love mathematics, this, if you start your journey here and go this way, you are going to cover a distance of 180 degrees or half a circle. And if you continue proceeding with the journey and you go up to where you started, you are going to cover another half, another 180 degrees, which is going to make up a total of 360 degrees. I have shaded one half and I have stopped to shade another half. And to bring this into perspective, think of a day which is made up of 24 hours. 24 hours. The day and the night. The day and the night. Yes. 12 hours of darkness and 12 hours of light. So we are going to use this analogy here. We are going to use this what we can call description. We are going to use this drawing to understand what James Keller talked about in this book, that you too can change the world. Let's go together. And this is about the self. This is about the self. Yes. And let's hear something about it. Parents, directors, and teachers too often are so preoccupied with protecting the young that they overemphasize. Now, pay close attention to the words that follows: self-preservation, self-sanctification, self-development, and self-enjoyment. Those words are very, very critical. Without intending any harm, they give their children the impression they have only one mission in life: to take care of themselves. Little do they realize this is only part of Christianity, that by failing to pass on the fullness of Christ means they are creeping the wings of their own young stars and stuff like that. So the most important part is here. Self-preservation, self-sanctification, self-development, and self-enjoyment. So why should it concern us today as old parents, as young parents? That today we are coming up with programs that are directed towards the self and the selves that we have already identified here, to an extent that we create an impression in the young child that what he or she must do is just to take care of himself or herself alone. And this is what is represented in this part of the light here. But we are saying we want to lead a balanced life. We want to strike a balance. We want to strike a balance. If the only thing that we care about is how ourselves advance, irrespective of what others are doing, then we are not going to enjoy life wholesomely, because we are not living in isolation in the society. Because the society has got its dark side and society has got its light side. And what we have just read about here, the self-preservation, sanctification, self-development, and self-enjoyment, is trying to light a candle on this side to make it as brightest as possible on the light on this side. But if we continue living the other side of the darkness as it is, then this darkness is going to come onto the other side of light, and it is going to chase, or it is going to subdue the light that we are enjoying here. So when we think about the self, it is also good now to think about the other. This is what is missing in so many programs, in so many of our lives. And in this book, which I've talked about in a video, a standalone video, in Waragu's senior YouTube channel, he talks about a man who claimed that Kokomo did not have any problem. And that meant that he was justified to not take care of other villages, as long as Kokomo, where he stays, was secure. But you know, if the neighborhood is not secure, you too is not secure. So, what are we supposed to do then? In our day of 24 hours, 12 hours when we think about it, let us also create some time for other. Because the security that you enjoy may be compromised by the darkness which you have failed or refused to address within your capacity, within your jurisdiction, So let's go out. Let's go out and see what we can do as far as fighting the darkness is concerned. And out of 24 hours, you can be able to set aside at least an hour whereby you pray. You pray for the world. You pray for the world. You teach the world. Yes. Or you even do both. Remember, you don't have only one mission in life to take care of yourself, but you are not also supposed to neglect yourself. Strike a balance. And as we say all the time, in case you'd like to speak to someone who is senior, you can always write an email, tpoopaman at gmail.com. Throw me an email and we are going to talk. Please do have a nice time.